Now the second step of this analysis of DC network using Thevenin's theorem is calculation of RTH. Now see the first step to calculate RTH. The first step is remove load resistance from the circuit. Mark these two ends as say 1 and the other end as say 2. Now whatever resistance will measure across these two terminals is called equivalent resistance of the network. Simultaneously, we have to remove the sources from the circuit. Now there are two sources in this case. One was voltage source and the other was current source. See how I replace a voltage source and a current source. Voltage source should be replaced by a short circuit and current source should be replaced by an open circuit. Now since this branch is open, this is a redundant branch, and even if I remove this branch from the circuit, it doesn't make any difference. So remove this branch from the circuit. Now in this circuit, these resistances, a few of these resistances are in series and one parallel combination is also there. So find out the equivalent resistance across these two terminals of the network. Now see, in this network, this and this, these two resistances are in series. So the equivalent of these two is 2 plus 3. Then this particular series combination is in parallel with this 4 ohm resistance. So I can write down the equivalent resistance as 2 plus 3 in parallel with 4 ohm resistance. Now this resistance is called Thevenin's equivalent resistance of the network, given network, as viewed through the two terminals of the network from where RL is removed and the voltage sources and current sources replaced by their internal resistances. Now voltage source should be replaced by short circuit, current source should be replaced by open circuit if their internal resistances are not specified. So how much equivalent resistance we are getting here? 5 in parallel with 4, which is equal to 5 into 4 divided by 5 plus 4. So this becomes 20 divided by 9. So this becomes 2.22 ohms equivalent resistance. Now the last step is draw an equivalent circuit diagram, Thevenin's equivalent circuit diagram, and insert the value of RTH, and we have calculated already the value of VTH in that circuit diagram. So now I'll draw the equivalent circuit diagram of this circuit and I'll insert these values in the circuit diagram. So we have already drawn this circuit diagram. What is Thevenin's equivalent circuit diagram? VTH, which we have got 8.22 volts. Then we got RTH equals to 2.22 ohms. And then across this circuit, we have to connect now the removed load resistance. The value of this resistance is 1 ohm. Now in this circuit, we can easily calculate current in 1 ohm resistance using this voltage source 8.22 divided by 2.22 plus 1. So this current will get 8.22 divided by 2.22 plus 1. That is equal to 8.22 divided by 3.22 amperes. So this is the current flowing through 1 ohm resistance of the given network considering Thevenin's equivalent circuit diagram. See, by this time we have seen how to solve a DC network using Thevenin's theorem. When I started this theorem, I told you that I am not going to tell you the statement of the Thevenin's theorem first, but I'll explain you the procedure of Thevenin's theorem. So now I'll tell you what is the statement of Thevenin's theorem. See what we do in Thevenin's theorem or where this Thevenin's theorem is applicable. Thevenin's theorem, similar to superposition theorem, is applicable to again a complicated network. What do you mean by complicated network? A network consisting of number of voltage sources V1, V2, V3 dash Vn, simultaneously I1, I2, I3 dash In, number of linear bilateral elements. What do you mean by linear bilateral element? It is simple resistance in this case. So if there are number of resistances, number of voltage and current sources, the circuit becomes a complicated circuit with number of loops. And you know, when you want to solve a particular circuit, if there are 3 loops, there are 3 unknown currents, and you can solve the circuit using Cramer's rule or by solving the equation simultaneously. But if the circuit is a complicated circuit of say 6 loops or 8 loops, how you can solve this circuit either using simultaneous equations or using the Cramer's rule? It's very difficult. And see, for such circuit, superposition theorem and the Thevenin's theorem is applicable or mostly used. So such network, now I am telling you the statement, any complicated network made up of number of voltage and current sources and what, and linear bilateral elements connected to what, connected to a load resistance RL. What is load resistance? It is the resistance through which you want to find out the current. Such circuit up to this, except this resistance, can be replaced by a single voltage source VTH and a single resistance RTH. Then current through the load resistance RL can be calculated as follows: VTH divided by RTH plus RL. Where, what is VTH? VTH is the voltage measured across the 2 terminals of the network from where RL is removed. So see, if I remove RL from the circuit and if I measure voltage across these 2 terminals, this becomes VTH. So what is VTH? VTH is the voltage measured across the 2 terminals of the network from where RL is removed. And what is RTH? RTH is the equivalent resistance of the network viewed through the same 2 terminals of the network from where RL is removed. So we'll measure RTH across these 2 terminals. Simultaneously, all the sources should be replaced by their internal resistances. So if internal resistances of voltage source and current source are not specified, voltage source should be replaced by short circuit and current source should be replaced by open circuit. So this much lengthy statement is there of Thevenin's theorem. But if you have understood the procedure of Thevenin's theorem, you can form a statement in your